if you're going to a Super Bowl party this year or you're gonna have one, you gotta make chicken wings, right? I mean, it's just like a tradition. You gotta have them, and that's what we're making today. So mine are a little bit sweet and kind of sticky gooey and delicious, and they're very easy to make. And you can make them ahead of time and just, you know, warm them up before you go and take them right with you. So I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm gonna show you how to make them right after this. Okay, so let's go over our ingredients. First up, we have our little chicken party wings. That's what my store calls them. And I have about, I don't know, 19 of them, I guess, there. We'll need some brown sugar, Dijon mustard, and yellow mustard. I like Dijon better. The flavor's just better to me. And so I used more Dijon than the yellow. I just kind of, you know, just winged it. You guys can play with that combination ratio if you want to. Here I'm using some coconut aminos. This is a soy sauce substitute. Now, you can use regular soy sauce if you like, but I would recommend using half of what I've got here. And guys, you can find all the ingredients down below in the description of this video. Be sure and click where it says show more and you will find it. Just scroll down. Now, we'll need some fresh lemon juice and a little bit of garlic powder. We're gonna start off by mixing up our sauce. Now, ideally, you wanna do this like the day before. That way, we can put our chicken wings in it and then let it marinate overnight. And if you don't have time to do that or you don't wanna do it overnight, you can just marinate for, say, a couple hours at least, okay? The longer, the better. So we're just gonna toss everything into our bowl with the brown sugar. So here's the mustard mix. You can see the pretty colors, bright yellow and not so bright yellow. Coconut aminos, just pour that right in. Fresh lemon juice and the garlic powder. What we're gonna do is stir this up. Okay, I think a whisk does a really good job here. Now, if you want, you can taste it at this point and, you know, make sure the flavors are appealing to you, right? It's sweet enough, or you want a little more mustard, something like that. That is perfect. Okay, so at this point, we're ready to add the chicken, and we're gonna let this marinate, ideally, like I said, overnight. And I did, by the way, I wanna mention, pat your chicken dry so that you don't add any excess liquid to your sauce and dilute it. All right, once we're ready to bake these, we're gonna take each piece and we're gonna lay it. I have a baking sheet here lined with heavy-duty foil. I recommend you use heavy-duty foil if you have it, because it'll make cleanup a lot easier. Regular foil tends to tear and the sauce leaks underneath the pan and get your pan dirty. So if you don't have heavy-duty foil, you can use 2 layers or 2 sheets of regular foil, and that'll get the job done. All right, so now that we got our last piece on there, we're gonna place our chicken wings in the oven at 425 degrees for 30 minutes. Now with that sauce we had for marinating the chicken, I'm gonna take that and place it into a saucepan, and we're gonna heat it up. And we're gonna cook it a little bit because it had raw chicken in it, and we don't wanna get sick from that. So, and we wanna use this sauce as a basting sauce as our chicken wings cook. So make sure you get that to a simmer. Do it for like, 10 minutes or so. So let me throw in a little surprise for you on this recipe that I didn't mention in the beginning in the ingredients. I decided that I'm gonna add just a touch of heat. We don't like a lot of heat, and I like to just put just a hint of it. So I'm gonna add a little bit of Sriracha sauce. Go ahead and taste it afterwards, and that way you can adjust the heat. All right, let's have a look at our chicken. Here it is after 30 minutes. You can see there's a fair amount of liquid there, and I'm gonna take it out of the oven so that I can baste it, turn them over, and not cool my oven down by leaving the door open. So these are going back in the oven after we turn them over and baste them for another 10 minutes. So another 10 minutes has passed, and I'm going to baste the chicken again, and this time I'm going to broil. So I'm not going to worry too much about taking it out of the oven. All right, let's change this to broil. And I'll leave the door open so that I can monitor it closely, and we'll let that sort of crisp up a little bit. All right, our little chicken wings are done. They're looking great. They smell good too. Now I've got my extra sauce here, not a lot, but oops, just a little bit. We'll use that to drizzle over, or use it as a dipping sauce if you want. Your guests might like that. All right, so then you just start placing these on your dish here. Now I'm gonna leave this last one right here on the tray for me to taste. And of course it's really hot, so I'm gonna use a knife and a fork. I love this sauce, guys. It's delicious. If you like a sweet sauce, this has got plenty of sweetness in it, but I like that little leftover heat that comes after you swallow it. It's really good. It just has a little hint. That's the way I like it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And do me a favor, let me know who you are rooting for the Super Bowl this year, all right? And do that down in the comments, down below the description area. And I will leave my team as well, who I'm rooting for, all right? So if you enjoyed the video, please share it, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you haven't. You can click the button up there, and that'll notify you every week when a new video comes out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time in the next video. It's a soy sauce substitute. This is a soy sauce substitute. This is a soy sauce substitute.